All right, got another video here. So for this one, it's the lab 3 for my C# coding class, and for this one, we did an application for miles, converting miles to kilometers. So I'm gonna run here, but probably a little quicker video. So this is the actual app. You can see this is the label. This is, oh, I'm sorry. I was on my Solution Explorer. So for properties, me click. Yeah, okay. So this is a label, and I typed it in as LBL miles, and then this one is kilometers, and I typed in as LBL kilometers. Now for this, to be a little more specific, I have auto size is false, which I would recommend. And then my border style is none. I can change it to fixed single, which I'll do right here. You can see how it has that outer line shape. This is auto size is false. The reason why it's false so that you can actually modify the size of the shape here. If you have it as true, let's say it's true. If you do it as true, then you can't make this thing bigger. So if you do it false, you can see how it goes back to my original size. And then I have a bar style number. Let's do fixed 3D here. So this is what 3D looks like. You can see how it has that shadow picture, shadow background, like a shadow rectangle box versus how this one's like shows you an outline of it. And then let me see here. For the form, let's see, the name is the form miles to kilometers. As you can see, this is the form name. In order for you to get you can do it here or you can do it here. What you would do is rename it. So basically when you actually do get it, then yeah, when you actually do get it, it just becomes form. And then we were told to go in and rename it to the actual application that we're actually doing. So then here, oh come on. So then here, then let's see. The accept button is my convert button here. And I think we did a tab order. So I'll run through a tab order sequence. My convert button, so you can do here, you can see that. Convert button is my accept button. This is my clear button. So, but we'll go back, just click on the form itself. Click on the form itself, and then my cancel button is my clear button here. And then if you can actually see, there's a little underscore. There's an underscore on the C here, and there's an underscore on the L here. So under convert, these are 3 buttons. So under the convert button, I have an amper. So with this amper, here, excuse me, but I caught something from my kids last night, so not doing so great, but doing a little bit better. The amper for here, so you can click tab when you actually run the tab order. So how do I want to? Let me see. Where's the tab order here? Thought tab order was here. Nope. Oh boy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find the tab for it. Okay, oh, right here. So you have to click on the form, not on the button. On the form itself here, okay? And you tab word. My tab word is already preset. I already did it, so I'm not changing anything. What you would do is, this is what we were told, is that we would do, this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're probably wondering what 7 is. So, well, let me get out of this. So you can press the escape button. So, so with this, like I said, with this, I have 3 labels. This is a text box, okay? This is typed in as text miles. This is a label as LBL input 1. This is a label, and these are 3 buttons. And like I said, the and sign is an amper, so you can click tab. So that you can click tab, and you can automatically tab over for each of these. Here, let me just click start. I'm gonna run all over the place here. So what I do is I can click tab to convert, tab to clear, tab to exit, tab to the text box. So now let's see what I'm gonna run through here. Let's see. With the label, I didn't put anything with the label. Remember, okay, so but we'll just run through easy buttons here. For the BTN exit button, this is what I did. Close the form. Very similar to what I did for the 2 previous labs. And then this dot close, parentheses, and the semicolon. So it's not about the comments, the green comments. It's all about your code in here. Remember that. And then you clear. So my clear is clear the text box, and then text miles.text and LBL input 1.text equals string.empty. Both equals string.empty. So another way, like I said, another way you don't have to do string.empty. You can just do, let's see, text miles.text equals. You just do just like this too. So it's another way. Now this TryCatch here on the convert button here, this is the most important thing. So if you mess this up, you mess the entire application for converting. So like I said, bear with me, I'm new here. I don't understand every term or definition. Because I'm only like 2 months into this. But the TryCatch, this is what we were told to do. And you declare the variables, and you have a float. You have 2 floats, FLT miles and FLT kilometers. And then this is what I typed in, get the input from the text box on the screen. And then float miles equals float.parse text miles.text. And basically I'm converting the number, right? I'm trying to convert the number in that text so that it can come out exactly, to calculate the numbers. So FLT kilometers equals FLT miles times 1.61 F. So and then our output or result is the LBL, our label, right? So it's this label, because we're converting miles into kilometers. So the label will come out as whatever the 1.161 times whatever number put in on FLT miles. And then you can see that I did LBL input.text equals FLT kilometers to string, and then our status text is done, and our status for color dot blue. And so if it's right, it comes out a blue saying done. If it's not right, it'll come out red. That's why there's a catch here. So let's run the app. So let's just say if I type in my name. Input string was not in correct format because it's not a number. So if I did 25, done, perfect. Converted 25 miles to, we're at 25 times 1.61 equals 40.25 kilometers. So clear it, exit. Let's say if I type in a letter, let's just say my last name, wrong, not working out. I type in 55, done. So let me exit this and go back, because you're taking FLT miles is the text box. That text box right next to the miles. So if I type in 55, so say 55 times 1.61, that's what it equals to, right? This setup right here, right? Whatever you're multiplying the 1.61 on the text box on top, and then it's gonna input. So then it's gonna input, right? So it's gonna input the numbers back and convert it to kilometers. And so, I'm such I'm such a newbie at trying to explain all this. I just want to I just want to show you guys the code here. And those of you that got stuck, like I said, those of you that got stuck, right? This is basically the answers. And so, like I said, I don't want to make it seem like I said I don't want to make it seem like I'm an instructor or something. You know, I'm still a student. I'm learning as much as I can. And this is learning a foreign language. This is something learning different, another different skill set, you know, and you're putting data in, and if the data is wrong, then you got to redo it all over again, you know. And so it's kind of like math, but then it's you're not typing numbers to, it's like a formula in words and letters versus a formula in numbers. I mean, some of it is in numbers, but most of it is like letters. If like say you have to understand acronyms, letters, words, and the sequence behind that. So, like I said, I'm just showing you guys. You know, like I said, you can scroll down, and basically this is what it is. And so, like I said, there's no coding for these two labels because you're not demonstrating any of this. But everything comes to the convert button. You can see that when I double click the convert button, you can see TryCatch. Okay, so I should probably show you guys how to get TryCatch. So if you type try, it comes out blue, and you hit tab twice, tab, you get a TryCatch and a throw. You don't need the throw. Take that out, and you can see what I had of EX. Type in EX. It already gave you the brackets and the TryCatch throw and the exception already. So if you do try, I'll take this one. So let's see. Oh no, what I do wrong? So let me try to take some stuff off. Yeah, so I take off another bracket in order for it to work. So you gotta be careful when you have too many brackets. You're gonna get so you can see I had an extra bracket on the bottom there. I had to delete that because this was all red. So let's add that another one. See how this all turned red? So let me minus this one, and then that one's good. You don't need a bunch of brackets, okay? So these two are good. So you gotta be careful when you have a lot of brackets set up. Like I said, other than that, I mean, it's just a really good way of calculating math in this for this lab, and then you start picking up your brain on, on entering more formula and more calculations. So the next lab we actually did another step into math, like dividing, multiplication, and then how to redo the math, how to do adding, subtracting, right after that. So I'll go ahead and make that video. And so, like I said, scroll through the video because I just want to show you guys the coding and the answers. And I'm still new to this. And like I said, feel free to comment on the video and let me know what can be better for this application, because I know that you can always make things better for applications for coding. And like I said, I'm only 2 months into C#, and so I'm still learning. My goal, like I said, is to code software in day trading. So that is my goal, and so mostly forex and probably try to do some crypto software programming. But like I said, this is a really good step to learn, because had I not taken the time to learn C# and add this class, I would stumble more and I would lose more and stress more and try to learn how to code for myself, to be honest. So like I said, this is a great way of learning. Like I said, if you can take the class, I would recommend C#. And yeah, like I said, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. It's just that it's a long, like I said, it's such a long video tutorials, so many tutorials that it just gets kind of like overwhelming sometimes, because you just want the answers. And like I said, when you do get stuck on what you can't find out, and it's tough, right? Because you're emailing trying to get an answer, you're on a forum, you can't get an answer. Here, if I know the answer, I'll give you the answer, to be honest. And then take that answer and reapply it on different applications and see if it works for you, so you can build your memory in your brain. That's the most important part. Without that, if you just keep taking answers and you're not reapplying those answers, then you're not learning. You're just trying to copy every single thing, and you can only copy for so long until you're testing your own limits on what you actually know on coding. So I believe that it's okay to get answers, like the right answers from the right people, but you don't want to leverage that as a way of understanding. But if you reapply those answers to different applications and you learn more that these answers only work for certain applications, then you know that, okay, in the back of your head, that, okay, now I remember that this code only works for this, and this code doesn't work for the other app. And then you just got to fine tune the answer for the other apps that are not working. But very similar, they're very, very, very similar codes to each other. So other than that, like I said, that's pretty much all I got. So I appreciate you guys watching this.